Day 4, the West Highland Way. So, just left Beinglas campsite, and this is my first proper view of the River Falloch. Obviously last night wasn't really able to film. Coming in it was pitch black. Yeah. So, pretty certain you can't see the Falls of Falloch when you go near it, but we will be close to it. Cool, check in soon. Top tip, when you're in the zone and you're hiking and all you're thinking about is moving forwards, just don't forget to stop and look back. Just wow, look at that. I've walked through all of that. Very nice. Bridge time. Just a stream. Bridge time again. You'll be sick of seeing these bridges on my video. Still gonna film them. Absolutely loving these rivers. I know I seem to just be filming every time I go across the bridge, so bought this one. I just film it a little bit earlier, talk a little bit boring rubbish, break the video up a bit. Bridge time. So we are very close to Falls of Falloch. Not sure if you're going to be able to see it on this trail, but if I know I'm close enough, oh god, look at that. If I'm close enough I might send a drone up. If I don't, you'll see on one of my previous videos the Falls of Falloch anyway, so check that one out.
The Falls of Falloch, located in Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park, have a rich history, intertwined with folklore and literary appreciation. Local legends say the pool at the base of the falls, known as Rob Roy's bathtub, was a hiding place for the famous outlaw Rob Roy McGregor.
River time and bridge time. Time is now 11:35. Close also managed to get some drone footage of the Falls of Fallock from above. Again, I can't apologise more for the shaky camera. Nothing I can do about it. Just love coming across all these tiny old little ruins. It makes you wonder, how many years ago was it when that was actually in use? You know, and would you assume it's a little shelter for the farmers, for the shepherds, you know, for the sheep that used to graze this land? Bridge time. Bridge time. Vehicle bridge. Beautiful. Won't be long, but it looks like this platform's caving in. Might need to come along and repair that. It's just absolutely pleasant all along this route. I'm now on the west side of the River Fallock, across the bridge. Just about 40 rivers on this route. If I'm not mistaken, I'm coming up to the tunnel, and this all, no, I thought this was the tunnel that takes me under the 82, but it's not. It's a small one. It's a good job I'm short. Oh, I've still got a crouch. That is not good. Ooh. Oh. Ouch. That's a train. Look at that for timing. Tunnel time. You know I'm going to do the sound. You've got to, haven't you? Woo! So, where I currently am, I've come all the way up from the River Fallock, and this particular section says I have an elevation of around 220 metres. So I'm just about near the top of it now. What goes up must come down. Going up is really hard work on my lungs, my muscles, and going down is just pure pain and misery on my joints. But just keep going. Hello, Mr. Sheep. He's having his food. There he is. Right, carrying on. I'll shortly get overtaken. No surprise. So I'm not too far from Tindrum. I mean, I'm still reasonably far, but considering the terrain now at the moment, there are still quite a few elevations. I'm currently 340 meter high elevation I've just climbed, but it's not technical, it's just steep up, steep down. I mean, you can see in the distance, that's where I've just come from, all the way along there and through the glen in the distance. So I'm aiming for Tindrum at least, based on the time that I get there. If I'm definitely going to make it in time, there's my bag, I'll try and push for Bridge of Orchy, but I'm just getting fed up of arriving at my destination in the dark. Things are shut and then I'm rushed in the morning or I'm leaving late. So I'll just do the shorter journey, get there earlier and actually just have a bit of enjoyment. So this should be the last ascent until Tindrum. This is the 340 metres ascent according to the OS maps and the contour lines. So from this point it's all the way down to about 270, 250 and so on. Alright, on to Tindrum. This is the descent. So I'm literally pointing the camera straight down. If I pointed it directly horizontal, that's it. That's level. That's how steep it is. That's down to 250 metres from 340. Bridge time! And another bridge. So just to be aware, this section of the West Highland Way, you do have to cross the A82. Just be aware it's a 60-mile-per-hour road, so just be careful. This is just before Tindrum. Do not feed, thank you, diabetic ponies. Rusty cow. Bridge time. Bridge of Orchy. I actually scattered my dog's ashes there. And one of the first proper pictures of me and Max together, looking over the side of the bridge. So quite a special location for me, this really. So just crossing over the bridge. Someone's already got set up there. Pretty cool. It's the Bridge of Orchy, heading into Glen Orchy. There you go, Bridge of Orchy is a place, and that's a real bridge.
What to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the tea without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. And we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, moving on. Oh, wow. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stay strong. Oh, wow. It looks like we. It looks like we. Yeah, it looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stay strong. Oh, wow. It looks like we made it.
The Falls of Bridge of Orchy refers to a location on the River Orchy, rather than a specific structure. The area is known for its scenic beauty and the stone bridge built in the 18th century. This bridge was initially constructed to facilitate troop movements during the Jacobite risings and later became a route for drovers and travellers. The river itself is ancient, with its name potentially originating from Bitoic term meaning on wood. The current stone bridge dates back to the 1750s, built as part of a network of roads designed to improve military access to the Highlands, particularly during the Jacobite rebellions. The bridge facilitated the movement of government troops and supplies during a period of conflict and unrest. The bridge continued to be used by travellers, including those on the West Island Way, long-distance path, and is a popular stopping point for visitors.
Evening, folks. So, a bit of a late video actually. I actually forgot to sort of close the day off. So what did I do this morning? It was Beinglas, wasn't it? Yeah, started at Beinglas. Started to thoroughly enjoy the journey. It was a bit of a nice respite from up and downs to sort of vast openness and gentle inclines, declines, ascents, descents. Got as far as Tyndrum, and then before Tyndrum it actually got really hard again. Some pretty steep ups, steep downs. Got stuck walking through a bloody forest again as well. Thought I'd seen the last of them, but obviously not. I'm now here in Bridge of Orchy. So managed to get here after dark, pitched the tent, but I've gone to the pub. I've had a lovely Cullen skink, my favourite for a starter, and then I had haggis, neeps and tatties from Maine, and then some beers, and then some guys came in from Mexico. Well, they weren't Mexican, they live in Mexico but sounded English, so it was very confusing. They bought some whiskies in for all of us. It was really kind, and now I'm back in my tent, so just trying to get some shut eye, and fingers crossed. Target tomorrow is the Devil's Staircase. It's about 11 miles away from here. If I make it there, all I've got left is 20 miles to Fort William. That's 20 miles of Devil's Staircase. That includes Kinlochleven. So best case scenario, I'll get to Kinlochleven. Sorry, best case scenario, I'll get to Fort William. If I don't, I'll get to Kinlochleven and it will just turn into a Sunday. I think even if I get to Fort William on Saturday, I might camp Saturday night and get the train in the morning, because I was looking at the trains from Fort William. They're like 5 hours long. So I'll end up getting back to Glasgow at like 1 in the morning, which is pretty rubbish. So we'll see. Who knows? Every day is different. Right, speak to you morning. Absolutely howling.